In this video, we are going to be looking at some different tire and wheel choices for the Redcat Kaiju EXT. Welcome everyone, my name is Troy, this is Roadside RC. If you're new to the channel, what you'll find here is crawling and bashing, drifting, racing, plus product review videos and how-tos. Today, we have the Redcat Kaiju. I'm very curious to test out a few other tires and just see how it transforms this vehicle. A lot of times the tires can help make or break the vehicle. I personally have had really good luck with the stock Kaiju EXT tires. They are a belted tire, good handling, a little bit soft in the sidewall, a little stiff tread, but for whatever reason I really enjoy bashing with them. Good backflips, good running. I haven't had any issues, but some folks have actually torn these tires, especially when they were running 6S. The first item that we have for comparison today is the Duratrax X-Cons. These are my race truggy tires. Now honestly, I'm not going to drive them today. I've already put a video out of me racing with these on the EXT. I can provide a link to that up above. What I can say, handling of course is improved, as you may expect, with that shorter sidewall and nice sticky tread. Ability to do backflips and air control drastically reduced, so that's pretty clearly the answer on these. We'll set those aside. I don't want to tear them up bashing with them. We do then have a very popular tire. This is the Outcast 6S Arrma tire, the dBoots backflip. Third option up is the Arrma Kraton 6S tire. This is from the newest edition of the Kraton, and this is the Copperhead 2 tire. Honestly, probably my personal favorite as far as just general bashing, but we're going to see how they do on this vehicle. And then lastly, honestly, just kind of for giggles, these are the RC four-wheel drive. These are the Mud Slinger Monster MT tires, 3.8 wheels. More of a crawler tire, but honestly not a very good crawler tire. The tread's way too stiff. It is bead-locked, plastic bead-locked, so I'm really concerned that as we run it, it's probably just going to pull the tire out of the bead-lock, but we'll have fun with it anyway, and we'll give it a shot. We have 4 sets of tires, and we're going to test them in 3 ways. First is ability to pull and carry a wheelie. Second is just around the front, kind of open yard, general running in the grass. How does that feel? How does that compare? Kind of a handling traction test, if you will. And then third, backyard, big jump. How does the air control? How does it land? Does it cushion the land? Does it allow you good air control? That type of thing. This thing really does just wheelie just beautifully. So for the handling and kind of control test, front yard, I have a course that I lay out that I've used just over and over and over again over the years. So we're going to run it and see how the vehicle does on that. Really good baseline, I'll be honest. The car handles well with these stock tires. Woohoo! Beautiful. Boom! Oh, I flipped it over. Now note as I put on these dBoots from Arrma, note the wheel offset here. You can see how far in this is moved in. Now Redcat does offer 10mm extender hubs. Bolt right onto the factory and move those out. So if you plan to run these, I would suggest those 10mm hubs. So clearly some body rub with these big tires and how they're spaced in. If you want to run these backflips, 10mm at wider hexes are definitely a good idea. Oh, I went for the double. Oosh, oosh. Similar to the dBoots, these Copperhead 2s still stick in. However, because they're so wide, the outside here is actually still almost lined up. They're just that much wider than the stock tire. Again, I'm guessing 10mm extended hex here would really do wonders with this tire. That's just all there is. Just laugh. So here's these RC four-wheel drive mudslingers. Oh my gosh, talk about bigger and crazier than the stock tires. Same with everything else. Definitely in more. Plus the diameter means I'm going to have basically zero turning. If you want these, you're going to have to go 10mm spacer at minimum in order to allow yourself any kind of turning. But I don't know, it almost looks like a dragster right here, so we'll see. I'm going to mount the rest of them up and we'll see. We might have to we might have to cancel this test. It might just tear everything up. Well, that was pretty anticlimactic. These tires immediately shredded something in the driveline, maybe spur gear, I don't know. Literally, I accelerated in the garage on the way out to do the wheelie, and nothing, dead. Lots and lots of really bad noises. So, let's get him off of here, see what we find. Well, that is not what I expected to see. So the spur gear, metal spur gear that's on this EXT, completely fine. The pinion gear, I ate all the teeth off of it. Oops. So really, really big tires. Turns out that's a fail, and I now need a pinion gear. So with that, we wrap up this tire test. What are my final thoughts? What are my conclusions having driven them? I'll be honest, I really, really, really like the stock tires. If it's not the stock tires, I know a few people got burned early on with a couple of them ripping when they were on 6S. If you don't want those, then I would go with the Copperhead 2s from Arrma, the ones that come on the Kraton 6S. I'd go with those plus the 10mm wider hex. You've got to get that wider hex on there. Otherwise, the tires hit the body all the time, and you don't want that. It sets it in too much. So the good news is you put that 10mm hex on there with those Copperhead tires, the Kraton V5 tires. Man, the truck really drives nicely. They're a little bit taller, they're a little bit wider than stock, so you end up with really good handling. You end up with beautiful backflips, a little bit. I'd say both the dBoots and the Copperheads gave a little bit better air control than I would say the stock tires did. So all that's, I mean, especially if you're wanting to stunt up and stuff like that, I think it's good. The bigger size of the tire also made the truck look better. These tires are really nice. They might be just slightly small, and it doesn't make the truck look as nice. A little bit taller, a little bit bigger tire makes the truck just look a little bit meaner. So anyway, I need to get fixing a pinion on here, as it turns out. So I need to go order one, get it in the mail, get it coming. In the meantime, while I'm working on that, I'm going to ask you to come over here, check out some videos we've already made, and we will see you in the next video. So thank you for all your support, and goodbye.